to revenge. Moses had a good chance to revenge. He had a chance to revenge. But when he saw the brothers, the Bible says he wept. Joseph cried. When you read in Genesis 45 and 15, Joseph, when he saw the brothers, Genesis 45 and 15, he cried. Moreover, he kissed all his brothers and wept over them. And after that, his brothers talked with him. He had a chance to revenge, but he chose not to revenge. And when you read in Genesis 50:20, the Bible says, I knew you meant this for evil, but God meant it for my good. But as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is today, to save many people. Yes, they wanted to finish you, but God is using it to glorify you. They are laughing at you, but God is using it to save many people. They meant it for evil. They wanted to finish me, yes. They tainted my name, yes. They tainted my name, yes. But God wanted it for good. For the Bible says in Romans, and everything works out for good to them that love God. And everything works out for good. Romans 8:28. Yes, they meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. The pain is not to kill you, my brother and my sister. The anger is not to kill you, my brother, my sister. It is there to sharpen you, for you to enjoy the goodness of God. You must endure to the end. You must endure to the end. If you give up now, who will serve the people? Who will serve your clan? Who will serve your mother? Who will serve your brother? Who will serve your sister? Unless you endure to the end, they may not see the beauty of having you. Unless you endure. The grace is available, endure. The grace is available, endure. Sometimes you pray for God to release some things from you, but he says no. Go through it. Ask Paul. Paul said, I have prayed 3 times. You remove this thorn from me. But you keep on saying my grace is sufficient. I have prayed 3 times. You remove the thorn in me. 2 Corinthians 12:7. Remove this thorn. And lest I should be exalted above measure by the abundance of revelations. A thorn in the flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan, to buffet me. Another version says, to torment me. To put me to shame, to bring pain to my body, lest I be exalted above measure. Verse number 8, the Bible says, concerning this thing I pleaded with the Lord 3 times, that it might depart from me, that the pain might be depart from me, that the pain might be removed from me. But the Lord said this in verse number 9. See the answer. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. The grace of God is sufficient for you. For my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most Gladly, I will rather boast in my infinities, in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Even in that pain and shame, the power of God is still behind it. Even in that moment that you feel it is confusing, the power of God is still involved. Even in that issue that you feel God is not there, God is there because you can't manage it alone. He's there. Let them laugh. Let them laugh. Let them say it. Let them take it everywhere. But God is involved. Greatness is begotten through pain. Through pain. Through pain. You meant it for me for evil. affliction, which is but for a moment. But for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, is working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. For the light affliction, the affliction you are facing now is just but a light affliction. God calls it a light affliction. Paul calls it a light affliction. The Paul, the servant of God who went through a lot, is calling it a light affliction. It is just but where for us. It is just but for a moment. None will serve the people unless you endure to the end. You will enjoy this word for this year only if you endure to the end. You will enjoy the word of prosperity only if you endure to the end. God hides his own in pain. God is just using the pain to hide you and remove the fake people from your life. Remove the fake people from your life. A moment is coming. You will not be looking at the menu. Unajua tulikuwa tunaongea jana, and the guy was saying, unaenda kwa makanga una negotiate fare ya 30 bob. Unamwambia usifanye 15, fanya to 15. You see, sometimes it is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Unaenda, before I order food, nipatie menu nione pesa ngapi. You see, God is raising our standard. May God raise your standard. May God raise my standard. God, I will not suffer shame, for the Bible says affliction will not come a second time. Get it? Affliction will not come over Israel a second time. When you are done with what you are going through, may God glorify your life again. May God honor you again. I pray over your life and I pray for grace, that as what you are going through now, may God give you the grace to overcome. May God give you the grace to overcome. Affliction will not come a second time. Affliction will not come. What do you conspire against the Lord? He will make an utter end of it. Affliction will not rise up a second time. May this be the end of it. May you pray with understanding. May you act with understanding. May you select those who walk with understanding. May you face your battles with understanding. May you come at a place of saying, God, I surrender to your will with understanding. So that, God, I will not end this year saying, yes, Reverend said about the word of expansion and prosperity, but I cannot testify anything about it. Where am I? When other people are testifying, where will you be? Because the devil has pushed you right, left, center. You have no voice to speak about it. Ukipata 10,000 ni pombe. Ukipata 10,000 ni magonjwa, ushagona pigiwa simu. Something has happened, you need to send the money, and you cannot develop yourself anymore. What has happened? God, until when, God, will I know this? We were talking here and we were saying at least sometimes it's just good to have money. Don't spend your money. Even if you have debts, don't spend anyhow. Maramoja papa. No, just have money. Get used to it. But there is not this money for me to get used to. What will I do to enjoy the prosperity which is the will of God over my life? Prosperity is a covenant that God had with our forefather, father of faith, Abraham, that he will bless us. But here we are. Where is this covenant? But I am sure God cannot fail his part of the covenant. Are you walking right with him? Are you doing the given principles to enjoy this prosperity? Are you walking in line with the given principles? Yesterday, we were being challenged, and we challenged ourselves, and we said, even if I have no money to give, I can use my gift and win a soul. And now put God on demand and say, God, I have done this. For the Bible says, he who wins souls is wise. Father, I have won. I have done your work. Now bless me. Bless me. Bless me, God. Bless me. Is there anyone who can stand here and say, if it were not for so and so? Are you responsible for any life? Are you waiting for this greatness to come in your life? Then be ready to fight the battles. A great door has been opened ahead of you, but there are many adversaries. Wake up and fight. For the sake of your children, wake up and fight. For the sake of your education, wake up and fight. For the sake of your lineage, wake up and fight. For the sake of it, wake up and fight. Don't worry about the betrayers. Leave them to God. Because what I know that there is a law of consequences. There is a law of consequences. We say that whatever a man reaps, he will sow. But one thing I know with sowing is small. But when it comes to reaping, you reap double. And so if you're sowing lies, they will come 100-fold. If you're sowing betrayal, it will come 100-fold. It will come somehow along the way. There is a law of consequences. It will catch up with you. Ask David. After David slept with the wife of Uriah, ask him. Go and read the Bible. The Bible says his own sons slept with his wives in open. Law of consequences. Allow them to do it. You showed someone that I can be good to you, and you supported them, and they ended up betraying you. Allow them to do it. Continue being good. Continue being good. Continue doing good. Yes, continue doing good. Because for you to do good, it's inside you. See outside. You see, giving, for you to be generous, see a kwamba umeforsiwa kuwa generous, it is inbuilt. Bwana asifiwe sana. I said here some times back, ya kwamba when the time of harvest comes, we will all harvest. But the harvest will depend on how much you sow. A seed, unless it dies, it cannot produce. When we plant, inakaanga huko chini like 7 days. After the third day, fourth, fifth day, unaona kitu kanaanza kutokelezea. You can't tell. It dies completely. But when it comes to harvest, so just be careful. What will you be harvesting? Because it will come more than what you planted. It will come more than what you planted. Bwana asifiwe sana. Yes. Fight a good fight. Fight a good fight. And make sure the harvest, you will be pleased to leave it to your children's children. You will be good and you will be happy and satisfied to say, my children will harvest this. You may escape the law of consequences, but your children will catch up with it. But the word for this year stands. Year of prosperity and expansion. But it won't come on a silver platter. Find time, come here. Come to church, serve. Because prosperity comes through service. After serving, tell God, I have done my part. Where are you? Where is your part? Atubembelezo kukam church ni sawa. Baki sisi wajinga tukuje to serve. And when a time for reaping comes, know what you reap. Let's go.